So let's talk about scams. What are scams? How do you know if an investment that's offered to you is a scam? How can you differentiate what's legit and what's not legit? Let's talk about scams. Check this video out. Okay.
Diba?
Okay. Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Cheryl po.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Hello po.
Okay, game, video.
Thank you.
Okay.
Pwede po with my family.
Okay, game.
With Mr. Marvin Charm. Ha? Mr. ano? Marvin Charm. Basta.
Ano naman? Okay. Nice to Okay.
Kaya. Thank you po. May alam po.
Thank you, nice to meet you.
Marvin.
Thank you. Do you have a question? Wala naman.
Wala naman po.
Wala naman? Okay.
Pero thank you po sa mga advices sa mga Meron pa akong
Okay, salamat. Follow mo siya. May video kami mamaya. Terence Campo. Lahat ng mga legal questions mo.
Okay.
Hello. Super galing yan.
Updated po ako sa Facebook.
Ay, salamat. Mamaya, lalabas sa video. Gagawa tayo ng video about scams naman. Okay, bye-bye. Thank you. Hey guys, we're with Terence Campo, attorney at law.
Hindi
At
na
large.
siya.
At large.
Pwede rin,
At
ano?
law. Getting larger, getting smaller.
Staying the same.
Same, same. So, he's an expert on taxes in general.
Yes.
Yes. So, ngayon, there's a lot of scams happening in the Philippines right now, especially in the southern parts of the Philippines. It's getting bigger and more pronounced. And this video is not to down anyone, but really just to give them, I guess, the right information on how they can circumnavigate it if they're putting their money on something that's legit or not. Kasi we want to help people to make the right decisions in their money. Tsaka lalo na pag nasunog kasi yung mga tao sa pera, they won't invest anymore. And this is more to actually help them make the right decision. How do you know if an investment is a scam?
Okay, first, is it licensed?
Okay.
Is the person offering it licensed? Is it regulated by any government agency?
Okay.
Because when we talk about investment, it's a technical term. People to offer investments, either companies or individuals, have to be licensed to solicit investments to the public.
Okay.
That's one.
So they should first check if the company can solicit money from people.
Yes.
If not, scam kagad yun or not necessary or they're just
It's a red
they're
flag.
just in violation.
It's a violation of the law.
Okay. So when they see that, they should report it or not invest in it, run the other direction.
They may do any of those things that you said. They may report it. They may run from it or both.
Okay. How do you know naman if the scam is, kasi normally scams are generalized that it gives you a high amount of return, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50% return per month guaranteed. How do you know if the percentage that they're offering is already medyo scamish in nature?
Just scamish na. It's a nice word. Scamish. Well, first thing that we should use is common sense, of course.
Common sense. Patay.
Ask them. Problem with common sense nowadays it's not that common, no? But
Dami mga galit sa inyo. Okay. Sige.
ganun talaga. But of course, first thing that you should ask is what type of industry is this thing? This company is asking you to solicit, or this company rather is soliciting money from you to invest your hard-earned money so they can use it for some business purpose, right? So the next question you should ask is, what industry
Or, sige,
are you in?
let's make it more interesting. What if they will give you, say, 15%, 20% guaranteed? Pero they say they're gonna invest it in Forex. And magaling lang talaga yung Forex trader nila that they can earn 100% and they're giving you 15% in return. Yun.
Well, Forex being an unregulated investment or trading in the Philippines is kind of difficult to determine whether it's legal or not, because as I've said, it's unregulated. There is no government body who monitors these things. The Forex, I mean.
Pero for me, the fact that they are guaranteeing a 15-20% return when trading Forex, ah,
Labo na yun.
hindi,
It's volatile.
you can't really guarantee a return there because one month's earnings does not mean ganun din yung kikitain mo the next month.
Yes,
It won't be, I think it should be medyo shady na pag ganun aspect na, teka, I'm ginagaranti niya sa akin 15%, so that means in perpetuity that guy can earn more than 15% kasi eto pa, sabi, shout out to Dodong Kakanando, sabi ni Dodong, if may nagbibigay sa akin na guaranteed 30% per month or 20% per month, di hindi na kita yayayain. Ba't pa kita yayayain? Aakinin ko na lang lahat yun, di ba?
Correct.
If it's that legit, uutang na lang ako sa bangko at 5%, yun yung ilalagay ko doon. Oh, di ba?
Why would you need to invite
Why
other
would you
people?
invite other people pa? If you believe in it so much, doon lang lalagay, di ba? Oh.
So that's
yun.
one thing. Why do you need to invite
Oh.
people? Why do you need to recruit?
Mm.
That's another thing, di ba? And as you've said, tama yan, that's right. When we talk about Forex, that's actually more volatile. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's actually more volatile
Yes, it is,
than
it is.
equities, right?
Yeah, more volatile.
Oh, kung sa equities nga hindi sure, what more in Forex? How can you guarantee that kind of return consistently? Yeah, and yeah, why do you need to invite people?
So yun. So if the return is big, you always have to understand it possible na kumita ng 30%, 50% ang isang negosyo, ang forex, ang stocks. Possible yan, night in, night out. However, for it to be consistent per month, I think it's impossible. Kasi may mga peaks and valleys yan eh. Businesses din, may mga times na medyo mahina yung kita ng negosyo per month eh. So, I don't think it's that sustainable kung ganun yung model. Ito naman, since we're talking about scams, yung investment na to nakakatulong sa bayan namin. Binibigyan niya kami ng trabaho, binibigyan niya kami ng kita. Dati, naghihirap kami pero natutulungan niya ako eh. Anong comment mo doon?
Well, the end does not justify the means, di ba? So we may have good intentions, but as it is always said, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Helping people is good, but if you're doing it the wrong way, then it's still immoral, it's still evil, and you're fooling people, you're still deceiving people. We can help people, but the right way.
Tsaka for me, ngayon lang yan habang it's still there. But if looking at every scam that happened, puputok yun eh. Pag pumutok yun, the ones that are last will be the most affected. They will be hit the most. They will lose the most money. And those who came in at the start, sila yung jackpot. Pero
Kaya nga pyramid.
if you are coming in late, you're in trouble. Which brings me to my next question. Ano mo sabi mo naman dun sa mga taong nauna, ang alam nila na scam, pero papasok pa rin sila kasi nauna naman ako eh. Okay lang, mauna lang ako, kailangan ko na makaalis, safe na ako. What's your comment to that?
Well, we have to keep in mind that if you know something to be deceitful, if you know something to be illegal, and you still push through with it, then first of all, you may suffer the full brunt of the law. You'll be liable for estafa or swindling. And another thing is, of course, yeah, as you said, their integrity is at stake also. Who
O naman,
would believe you?
Pag kumita ka ng pera, dito, but please remember, you will live for a long life eh. So,
Hopefully.
paano na later on? Who will believe in you? How will you get new businesses when the most important facet in business, in investing, is not the money that you have but the integrity that you have in it So, if you lose that, how will you be later on? How will you earn later on? And I think that's something pag nawala mo na, hindi mo na siya mababalik Okay, you will cash in, you will make more money than more people right now. But once you lose your reputation, you lose your integrity, how will you earn from that anymore? How can you get something from it? So, ayun.
This brings into remembrance
Okay.
a mini-series that I've watched. I'm sure you've watched this. It's probably yung Madoff. Right? It's just actually the story of Bernie Madoff. Is actually the new Ponzi. People are actually thinking of changing the name Ponzi scheme to Madoff scheme. So there's a mini-series. I think you can search that online or get it somewhere. It's a mini-series it's about the life of Bernie Madoff and how he duped a lot of people. In fact, he was using the stock market. Di ba? Mutual funds yata yun, if I'm not mistaken. He was soliciting investment from people to invest in his stock brokerage. But he didn't invest it in the stocks. He just kept the money, put it in his own account, and used it as a Ponzi or pyramiding scheme. So the people who invested next, the money that these next investors put in were used to pay off the ones who got in first, and so on and so forth until the time came when it all crumbled.
So how do you know that it's a scam? To put everything together, the returns are so high, it's so guaranteed. The financial statements are not so clear. Hindi mo alam saan pupunta yung pera. And kahit alam mo saan pupunta yung pera, they're guaranteeing it that in perpetuity, it will come in forever. Which if you all know everything about business, hindi siya pare-pareho yung income, hindi siya fixed regularly. Number three, they need to have a level of license where they can solicit money from people.
The public.
Yeah. So I guess that's it. If it's too good to be true, please stay
too good
away
to be
from it. And you have to remember, all investments right now are so cheap. You can invest for 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 pesos. It's not as expensive as what most people think it is. Yung stock market, di mo kailangan maging milyonaryo para mag-invest. You can start wherever you are, regardless of how small your capital is. And that's what I suggest to you. Learn. There's no shortcut to financial freedom. There's no shortcut to success. For you to be rich, don't do it quick and lose your reputation, lose your integrity in all of this. Because I'll tell you this, all scams, all Ponzi schemes, they always will fold. It's not a matter of what, it's a matter of when, because it will happen, it will burst. Do not be caught up in it because you will lose your reputation and you will also lose your money as well. So that's it for now. Hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon. God bless you.